All right, here we go. Let's line them up. Christopher Sawyer is going to front row in the number 12 on his outside, the 333 of Robert High. What's Mike? Mike Kenyon in the number 71. On his outside in the number 49, it's going to be Conrad Kaufman. Row number 3 on the inside of the number 7 car. That is Spencer Reef in that number 7. Purvis in the number 22 on his outside. Back in the next row, got the number 8, I believe. And that is Ronnie Coulter in the number 8. Tyrell Jones in the 33. Back there in the number 90, we got Josh Ferris. Josh Ferris in the number 90. The 22X. 22X is Roger Deathridge. Deathridge in the 22X. The 51 of Randy High. Number 89 of, make that Jonathan Evans. Check that, Aaron Harness in the 89. That's the 89X. Didn't catch the X there on the first time around. All right, number 5 is Kyle Rowland in the number 5. And the number 91 on his outside, that is going to be C.J. Turner. Here we go, green flag coming out. Tillman in the 84. Green flag is out.
20 laps for the 5 for 500 as they go off down the backstretch first time around. On the inside, it's going to be Christopher Sawyer. On his outside, it's Robert High.
Off turn number 4. Sawyer down on the bottom side. He will lead lap number 1.
Clean and green so far. 1 lap in the books, and Tyrell Jones is on a tear. 4 wide off turn 2.
Here they come into turn number 3. Thinking 3 wide, but they'll go double wide as they come off at turn number 4.
Tyrell Jones wasted no time trying to get his number 33 car up to the front of the field. He's inside the top 5. Right now, Kyle Purvis rides alongside him.
Here they come through 3 and 4 one more time. And we got a spinner. That's the number 7 car, and we are still under green.
Hey, give a call right there to Randy High, making the evasive move, was able to stay on the racetrack, and we're staying green.
As they go down to turn number 1, it's still going to be the 333 of High leading the way. Sawyer down on the bottom. They're racing hard, but we got a caution on the speedway. And looks like we got debris right here on the front stretch.
Can't really tell what's on the front stretch here, but looks like something. And it could be something off that 90 car, Dennis. The big problems for him, and he may have lost an engine. Looks like maybe a piece of a drive shaft they're picking up over there in turn number 4. So tough break for the number 90 car. Looks like his night will be over. And once again, that's Josh Ferris in the number 90. Well, the big movers so far, of course, Tyrell Jones in car number 33. Looks like he's up inside the top 5. And then also Garrett Tillman moving up nicely in car number 84. So both of those cars moving ahead. And once again, we've got some added money tonight for the hard charger of the race, which is a really cool prize as you think about the guy that makes the most progress. And again, Organic Warehouse putting up that $100. We really appreciate all those sponsors stepping up and bringing those contingency awards to some of these drivers.
And right now, it looks like the 84, the leading guy for that hard charger award, as he started back there towards the back. And he has made his way to about the middle pack right now. A couple of cars didn't mention a little bit earlier as we was getting started there. The number 2 car, 2X of Roger Starling back there, right there in the blue 2. Richard Adams in the number 32. Charles Thrash in the number 26. And the 94, that's Chester Kaufman. And Richard Sparks, of course, in the number 14. Missed those guys on the original starting lineup.
Spencer Ripe was in that number 7 car. That was the car that went around down there in turn number 4, almost completely around. He was completely sideways, but done a nice job to keep that car out of harm's way, kept it going, kept us under the green flag. So nice job there by the driver of the number 7 car. And by the way, that 7, pretty cool looking car, good, neat graphics on that machine. So I know that doesn't pay the bills to have a pretty car, but it's kind of cool anyway.
It is good looking rig there, and really important that he didn't bring out the caution, because here at the Springfield Raceway, 2 cautions and your race is over, and you never know what can happen, and sometimes you spin and it's none of your own making, and it's the second one and you're done. So
yeah, and we've seen that happen, you know, where a car will spin and just park on the track, wait for the caution, and then they get involved in another deal and their night's over. So anyway, he's still running out on the racetrack, and as long as you're racing, you still got a shot. So he'll come from the back after this restart.
yeah, he's no worse off. Had the caution come out, he's starting last anyway, so you're no worse off, and you still have that spin in your back pocket. So
Randy High, I guess, cost him a few positions there. He done a nice job, though, to avoid any problems as we get ready to go green.
absolutely, and here we go. It's going to be Robert Hyde leading them in nice and slow. And a good start there by Christopher Sawyer in the number 12. And he's going to need it. Boy, you got Tyrell Jones there. Purvis making his way up there. Here comes Kenyon off turn 4.
Through turns 3 and 4 down to the start-finish line. We're 3 wide for the lead as Tyrell Jones is looking to go to the top of the leaderboard. Off turn number 2, Tyrell Jones up to the top side of Chris Sawyer as they go down into 3 and 4.
It's a race between Ronnie Coulter and Garrett Tillman back there for about the 6th or 7th spot. Those cars trying to make their way forward. All right, now everybody's chasing Robert High.
Racing at top to bottom. You got guys running way down at the bottom, all the way up the top as well. So good racetrack tonight as they continue to battle, and Robert High working that top side very well, as well as Tyrell Jones.
Into turn number 3 they go. Purvis looking underneath Sawyer. Not enough room to make the pass. Here they come off of turn number 4. Sawyer will hold him off.
Garrett Tillman trying to pick up another spot as he's going high on the racetrack to try to get around the Mike Kenyon machine. And that's for the final $500 paycheck.
Here they come off of turn number 4. And Kenyon able to hold him off.
They'll go side by side down into turn number 3, while up front, Robert High and Tyrell Jones still nose to tail for 3rd and 4th, Christopher Sawyer and Kyle Purvis.
That's Kyle Rowland in the number 5. Kyle Rowland trying to get in there and get into that top 5, battling it out with Kenyon and Garrett Tillman.
Battle for the lead coming off turn number 4, and Tyrell Jones has got to run. That time by a half a car length lead for the 33.
As they go off of turn number 2, he will have the lead, but here comes Robert High back on the top side. Not giving up on that. Here they come off turn number 4. Tyrell Jones, your leader.
Kyle Purvis trying to work to the top side of Christopher Sawyer. That's the battle for the number 3 spot, while Garrett Tillman looks like he's going to make the pass on Kenyon as we got a caution.
And it's the number 7 and the number 8.
That's Ronnie Coulter in car number 8, and again the number 7 of Spencer Rife going around. So they'll get him straightened back out as Tyrell Jones has taken over the top spot away from Robert High. Garrett Tillman into the final $500 spot, running in 5th right now. Yeah, and of course a long way to go, but as Dennis just mentioned, if Garrett Tillman picks up the Hard Charger Award, which he looks to be the one eligible right now for picking up the most positions on the start, he could come away with a $600 payday. So we'll get the field reset and turn them loose once again. And Dennis, we talked about our local drivers and what advantage they might have. And right now, the top 5, in fact, top 6, are no stranger to the Springfield Raceway. In fact, the top 5 are weekly runners. Mike Kenyon runs quite a little bit as well. So that experience may be paying off for some of these guys.
Yeah, it may do it. And also keep in mind different rules packages for different tracks. These guys that have came from other tracks, they are to bring their own track rules, and so they may be, I don't know what those rules are, maybe a disadvantage, may just be familiarity with the track too, but the local guys are at the top of the board. Here they come off of turn number 4.
Down to the start-finish line, we're green once again. Robert High is going to jump to the top side of the racetrack, and he's got a good run, and there's Garrett Tillman moving up into 3rd. He wants to win this thing.
Into turn number 4, Sawyer almost making contact with Tillman. Right now trying to hold on to a top 5 spot.
Oh, Kyle Purvis making a little bit of contact with the 84. They stay clean and green. Purvis backs off, lets him catch it, but Tillman is on the charge.
Here they come off of turn number 4. It's going to be Jones by half a car length. Tillman going to the bottom, following Robert High.
Garrett Tillman may be a little bit faster than these first 2, and caution coming out.
It's going to be Coulter again in the number 8. Tough break for him. Also involved over there is going to be the number 22 of Steve Freeman, I believe.
We're watching Garrett Tillman come through the field, and I was looking at that situation. He was moving up on the top 2. However, they had the top lane and the bottom lane covered. Kind of wondering where Garrett Tillman might try to run, but this time he will be lining up right behind the leader, either on the low side or the high side, depending on which lane Robert High chooses. He will have choice. But Tillman in the best position he's been in all night long.
All right, look, need another kids ticket. Kids ticket, come on up. We got some more prizes. 609 and 603. 609 and 603. If you have those ticket numbers, come on up. You are a winner. We have got some cool driver posters up here for you. 609 and 603. If that's your numbers, come on up.
All right, the field lined up behind Tyrell Jones, the leader. Robert High chooses the low side of the racetrack, and that'll put Garrett Tillman up on that top side. We'll see how it all works out as we get ready to go green, coming off turn number 4. Down to the line, green in the air. Top 2 working the bottom lane. Garrett Tillman using the higher lane as they go down into turn 3.
Into turns 3 and 4 they go. Jones showing the way, but we got a battle for the number 2 spot.
3 wide for the 4th spot as Kyle Purvis goes side by side with Parton and Sawyer as the laps continue to click by. Robert High got a run down on the bottom. Can't quite make it stick. Throw a blanket over these leaders as they're all locked together, battling for position. Tyrell Jones trying to hold them off. And Dennis, the top 5 all get $500, but they're racing like it's a winner take all. What a battle.
CJ, make that. Yeah, CJ Turner. CJ Turner in the number 91 up to the number 4 spot. Purvis into the back of him just a little bit.
Kyle Purvis backs off, lets him catch it. And I tell you, here's another car on the move, Randy High in the 51. Randy High making his way up into the top 5. And that is the final $500 payday that Randy High and Kyle Purvis are battling for. And here it is, checkered flag. It's going to be Randy High picking up the final $500 payday along with Jones, High, and Garrett Tillman. Well, a nice run right there for Tyrell Jones picking up the win, even though he paid the same as the second place driver. And that's no surprise. I knew it would be like that. Those guys want to win. They want to beat each other.
Yeah, that was a lot of fun. I tell you what, that don't get much better than that. Top 5 cars all right there together. And the Jones and 2 Highs. And then the 91 car of CJ Turner coming in there in that number 4 spot. And so he came on strong right there at the end of the 91. He was just outside the top 5. Then that last couple of laps, he really put it on and ended up with a good finish, take home some big money.
Yeah, Turner had a nice run right there at the end of the night. And, you know, Kyle Purvis kind of faded on us a little bit. I really expected him to maybe get up there and battle. But pretty tough field of pure stocks.
All right, here we go. We got your